Just before we get into this video, I just want to quickly just update you on what's happening with the fail of the month thing. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be changing it to fail of the fortnight, so it's going to be out on Wednesday, and then after that might do another one for fail of the fortnight, and if I get any submissions I'll go to fail of the week. So if it's something you are interested in, keep your eyes out for it. Also, if you want to leave some submissions, don't forget to send your link to via MediaFire to gw365@gmail.com. So if you're able to give us a clip or something like that, you might be lucky enough to see it on one of my fail of the week videos, and hopefully you'll be in a chance of winning. So yeah, into the video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. We're on episode 46, and today we've got two games, one fairly big one against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and then a game in the Europa League against Anorthosis? Not entirely sure, I'll have to guess with that one. If you joined us last time, we had the Community Shield, which we lost unfortunately 2-1 against Arsenal. I made that, obviously, the transfers that we made. I don't think there's been anything else been done since. Let's have a double check on that. Actually, yes, there was. Just quickly going into it, we sold Jordan Larson for 5 million, maybe rising up to 6.25 to Bristol City. And we also sold Matthew Knox. Not a great lot of money to be fair. 1.9 million, 2.8 million, rising to. It's a bit of a shame, really, because I wanted to raise some money, but as a result, it meant that I could offer up to £20 million for someone. But when I had a look over 48 months, but when I looked at anyone, there was no one really worth it who I could get. Like the only players that I could get, they wanted far too much wages. Like Victor Wanyama, I wouldn't have minded him, but he's on like 300 grand, call it, in a Chinese club, so I could never afford that. So unfortunately, there was no ins. But now what we'll do is we'll have a quick look and see how we got on in the games that followed the Community Shield. And as you can see, it didn't go very well. We followed up the game against Arsenal with a 1-0 home defeat against West Brom. It was a bit of an FM moment here. I didn't have it. We had quite a lot of injuries, to be fair. Serge Campos was injured. A lot of strikers ended up getting injured and what have you as well. So I ended up with literally like 3 strikers, and one of them was like my 6th choice at this moment in time. So it wasn't really good. I didn't have many good options. But yeah, Ferrani got injured fairly early on, and we had no right back on the bench. So we had to play Jay De Silva in central defence, and he's 5'4", but he's competent there. So he was the only one who could play in the middle, and I moved Veltman across to the right, and it proved to be in vain, really, because Diamantakos managed to get a goal just before half time, and we just couldn't get the breakthrough. Then we went to Old Trafford and booed and Teach and whoever else who's a Man United fan, Fry Badger. They'll be loving this result because Griezmann and Mkhitaryan, they had absolute stormers and put us to the sword, really. We didn't play terribly. Campos made it like his debut and played shocking, and so did Graf, and he got an injury. So did Chiquinando, so they both picked up short-term injuries, which was a pain in the dick. But fortunately now, because we've had like the winter break, we've had the international break. Everyone pretty much is back, and they came back as well. Great aplomb. I don't think Graf was back for this game, but we beat Arsenal 5-3. Got revenge on them. Played them at Ellen Road 5-3. Cracking game. Isaac getting a hat-trick and missing a penalty as well. That was the only blip really in this performance. Everyone else, apart from Eunice, playing pretty good, to be fair, pretty well. Before I go into today's opponents, Chelsea, let's have a look at who exactly we got drawn in the Europa League. So we got drawn Vigo, Celta Vigo that is, Ludogorets and Anorthosis, I think they're Cypriots. If I remember rightly, but we'll have a look at them as we come to play them later on. We'll have a quick look at Chelsea now. So Chelsea have got off to a really good start this season. They've got Paulo Fonseca in charge. Let's have a quick look. Average at best for this league, I'd say, compared to some managers. Mauro Icardi has been there a few years now, and yeah, he's shit up basically. He just scores for fun all the time. Past us, David Luiz is vice captain. We all know about Sideshow Bob, 33 years of age now, and then key player is the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, and we remember about all the howlers that he's made against us in the past. So I'm hoping for another one today. Right, so for today's game, we're going to have Rakovic in goal, with Campos coming in at right back, Geyer at left back, and Gwinnett and Veltman in the middle of defence. We've got Lerma continuing alongside Father Gabriel, Mateus Pereira on the left, Eunice on the right. They did so well against Arsenal in the last game, and Isaac obviously getting his hat-trick, partnering Cheeky Nando's up top. Also picked up with a goal and a couple of assists, I think it was, or a assist. Might have been one, since it says one in the total, so yeah, it will have been one. Only other bit of news is that Faraone is injured for 4 months or so. Broken ankle, that's what his injury was, I should say. So yeah, it were desperate times at one point regards injuries, but hopefully we've got enough to see us get past Chelsea today. Today's game is brought to you live from Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea FC against Leeds United FC. Right, so we are underdogs. Chelsea have had a very good start to the season, but we played really well last time out against Arsenal. It was actually our first goals against Arsenal that we got, because we didn't score against West Brom or Manchester United. I was starting to panic a little bit, thinking, hey, what's going on here? But I wanted to pick up where they left off last time, because we played exceptionally well. A couple of players not on full fitness, but the international break has caused some of that, so looks like there might have been some sort of expansion on Chelsea's front. Look at the side. Look at that. Looks a bit of a weird shape, if you ask me. But no one's asking you, G. Shut up, G. Okay. Right, early chance here, and Hazard has picked up the ball just outside the area, smashed it top corner. 35 seconds gone, and what can you do against that? Absolutely nothing. Cracking finish, top corner. Let's have a look at it from this angle. Picks up here, gets away from Veltman, and smash it top corner. Pick that out. No keeper's going to save that one. Right, another potential chance for Chelsea here. Gerrard is with the corner, whips it in, unmarked at the back post, and Martinez heads it in to the top right hand corner. Javi Martinez, or Javi Martinez, however you pronounce it, makes it 2-0. Shocking. Gerrard's the best. He's like the left-footed David Beckham, looking at it. And Martinez there at the back post. I mean, yeah, just run off the post, Ray. Yeah, no problem. Right, can we get back into this game? It's very early and we're 2-0 down. Is this going to be 3? We could be in for a world of... What is that defending? What is that defending? It's just appalling. Right, another highlight. And it's Rakovic with a long kick towards Cheeky Nando's. It's been very quiet so far. Now it's Lerma. Wide it goes to Eunice. Plays it forward. It's a terrible ball, but Nandez does kind of wing the ball back and it ends up with Gwinnett. Now it's Father Gabriel. Dawdling on the ball like always. How can he not header that away? But anyway, never mind. Hazard's on the ball. Can he whip it in? He's got 3 in the box. Obviously, he's going to find Kessie, who was a target of mine before he ended up going to Chelsea. But obviously, I couldn't afford him. But that was a couple of years ago. But here comes Azpilicueta. Good tackle, Lerma. Now finds Isaac. First time ball to Nando's. Good tackle from De Vrij, but Isaac is right now and plays a delightful ball to Geyer. Can he whip in a decent ball? He can. It's headed away by Martinez. Now it's Lerma, brings it down with his face. Now finds Gabriel. It's ended up with Pereira. Gets by 1 and then stumbles a few times, and Isaac has a shot. Courtois spilled it. Father Gabriel gets a goal back. Come on! Another howler from Courtois. Fantastic scenes. When you see Courtois making howlers when he's arguably the best keeper in the game, you know, probably at this point, because Neuer probably will have retired or something. He gets it here, he stumbles a few times, gets a bit lucky. Bit of a tame-ish shot from Isaac, it's spilled by Courtois, and then Father Gabriel first to react. Fantastic. Right, is there another twist here, just before half-time-ish? It's a penalty! Kessie makes a challenge on Eunice, and he's fell to the ground, and it's going to be Isaac to take the penalty, I believe. He missed his last one. Put it wide, actually. He didn't get saved, he actually put it wide. He's got a chance to redeem himself here, to make it 2-2. Come on, oh, it's Nando's! Go on, Nando's, lad. I thought, with Isaac, he mustn't have been on the pitch for the last penalty. 3rd goal of the season from him. And it's a better start than what he had last season when he first joined us. Albeit that was in January. But yeah. Courtois went the right way. It was just right in the corner. Good finish. 2-2. Come on, boys. So I'm going to say passionately that I want them to keep going out there and they can win. And they're going to not react at all, pretty much. So I'm going to have to passionately give them faith. And hopefully G them up just to go that extra mile, if you like, try and get us those 3 points away from home. It would be fantastic if we can do it. Whether I think we can do it, you know, Chelsea have a very strong team, but they've got the flaws. We've just seen there. Right, Yunus has a free kick. We're half an hour to go before the end of the game. Campos finds Lerma. That's Quetangwene making his way back to Ube with a birdie in love inside. Now it's Cheeky Nando's trying to find Yunus. Has a go. It's gone in. It's 3-2. Come on, Yunus. Away from home, and we're winning against arguably one of the favourites for the title this time. They're going to have no European competition to hold them back. That's a great finish as well. Just places it in the top right corner. Courtois finger like literally millimetres away from saving it. And it's 3-2. Come on, boys. So I'd actually made 2 changes earlier. Nothing's happened since, like, but for some reason I pressed something by accident and it ended up playing on and actually made the changes. I'm trying to cancel one of the substitutions. Too late now, but all I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring on a Zach Clough for Alexander Isaac. And hopefully he can get a goal just to settle the tie. He's a big game player. I could do with a big game goal, and hopefully he's the man to do it. So it's looking like it wasn't to be for Clough, but we don't care because we're going to win this game 3-2. Ericsson has it. It's a one last chance here. Get it whipped in. It's played in. Courtois saves it, but we don't care. It's 3-2 away from home. What a result for us. Fantastic. And I'm just going to tell them exactly that. Really special, lads. Nobody thought we'd have a chance, but never mind. You're all wrong. That result sees us go up to 7th. Now we're going to move into the next game against the unpronounceable team. Right, so we are back to face Anorthosis Famagusta, or whatever they're called. Don't have a manager, apparently. The captain is Jan Koprivec. The goalkeeper is not bad. It's about the same sort of level as Bailey Peacock Farrell. They don't have a vice captain. The key player is Pedro Empis. He's not bad. You know, 2.5-star player for our level. But yeah, he's not really amazing, is he? So, with this in mind, because I've got no hot prospects neither, the starting lineup is going to be Huffer in goal. It's a bit of a risk, this, but I have every confidence in this team. We've got Big Ken at right back. We've got De Silva at left back. Craig, who's a regen, and Veltman in central defence. I don't know why I'm using Craig, because at the end of the day, he's only going to be for another year. But I just want to see how much he progressed, because if you have a look at him here, he's alright. You know, he's got some promise. He's got 3-star potentials. I just want to see if giving him a game would make him improve a lot. We've got Arthur in the middle of the park alongside Green. With Watt on the left. Ericsson having a go on the right. With Graf up top alongside Sjogren. Go for Sjogren. And see how we get on. Today's game is brought to you live from the Antonis Papadopoulos Stadium. It's AE Anorthosis Famagusta versus Leeds United FC. Right, so we are the massive favourites, and I'm just going to tell them basically that we are that, and they need to impress me, because at the end of the day, half of these players have not really played or not really featured that much, really. I mean, some of them have, obviously, but like Sjogren, Kyle Watt to some extent last season because he went out on loan. De Silva's not really featured. Craig hasn't neither. Huffer. So there's a few players, a few new faces. Let's see how they get on against the unknown Cypriots, which, you know, some people might know them quite well, but I don't know them very well, so I'm going to just stick with that assessment. It looks like a decent sized ground. You know, they've got a big TV screen, so that's alright. I thought there was another one there, but it's just trees. Right, first real highlight is 20 minutes into the game. Arta has it, chips it across, it's headed away by Pele. They've got Pele, we've had it, haven't we, really? De Silva just strikes it against the post, which I did not expect at all, but they've got Pele. Got no chance, have I? I mean, he must be pushing 60 now, Pele, but it doesn't matter because they're going to score. Regula's going to score a free kick right in the top, right in the postage stamp. Got it all to do, haven't we? Yeah, Regula. Swung it. Thanks for jumping, wall. You know, cheers, Arta. There's another highlight straight after. Empis with the long throw. It's headed away by Big Ken. Back to Empis, though. Empis crossing it in. It's cleared away, sort of, and it finds its way to Sjogren, who played really well in the friendlies. That's Craig. That's Arta across to Green. He knocks it across to Watt, who's got an overlapping run from De Silva, and he finds him. He's in a position to whip it in. He does whip it in towards the back post. It's headed away by Frula. I thought that was Dybala then for a second. I thought, no way. Now it's De Silva, chips it back in, it's headed away by Ronnie. Ronnie Pickering. Anyway, Big Ken charging forward now in a bit of an unusual position for him, but he's going to whip it in for Ericsson to score his first goal of the season, first goal of the club. And it is, yeah, it's off the mark for Leeds. Great ball in from Big Ken, and it's 1-1. Calm some nerves. Somewhat, because I was thinking, I hope I'm going to get FM'd here, but you never know. Big Ken whips it in. Ericsson, first time on the volley. Took a slight deflection off the defender, but I'm not going to complain because, like I said, it's 1-1. De Silva has a throw, throws it down. What seems to be far, but Graf is there with the head is hit the bar. That's twice of hit the woodwork now, and Empis runs away with it. You know, but gets by his man. It makes it look like a piece of piss, you could say. But Ericsson recovers well. It's half time, and to be honest with you, I'm not really happy. I know we've got a lot of youngsters, but we should be beating these. That's exactly the response I wanted. Sea of green, to quote Loki Doki, let's get on with the second half. Let's try and right some wrongs. Right, so nearly an hour's gone, and it's still 1-1. Chip Chew knocks it down to Mendes. He'd love to score a chip, so I could say I Chip Chew. But he don't need to, he's just going to strike it, and it's going to go straight through. I want to say it went through Huff for that. And there's going to be some changes in a second. I just want to see what this goal looked like, because that looks like it could have been dealt with. Chip Chew gets on the end of it, hits it first time, beaten near post. I mean, come on, you're a goalkeeper. Right, changes need to be made. We need to save the day. Who do we bring on? I think we bring on Pereira for Ericsson, who, despite his goal, has only got a 7 out of 10. I think we need to take off Shogren for Isaac. And then we need to bring on, I think we'll make all 3 changes. I think Eunice comes on as well for Kyle Watt, who's had a very poor game as well. So, come on lads. We need to score more than them. We need to score goals. You know, was it a mistake to play Craig? I don't think he's had a fault with either of the goals, really. But here's that, half an hour to play. There's every chance we can get back into this. But first is a highlight for them, it looks like. Eunice heads away. Now it's Graf. It's got overlapping runs left and right. It's found Pereira, which is one of them. It's delightful ball to Eunice on the opposite side. Can he finish it? He can! He smashed it into... I thought he put it over then for a second, but smashed it into the roof of the net from fairly close range. Eunice with the second goal of the season. Get in. Yeah, Pereira here just chips it across. One side to the other. Eunice is there. Look at it. And what does he do? He just toe pings it right into the roof of the net and keeping no chance, really. Right, there's another highlight now. It's cleared away to Cabrera. Chips it over towards Chip Chew. Chip Chew's clean in behind, sort of. I think Craig could have done a little bit better there. I think it was Craig. Right, so I've just swapped the 2 wingers around because they can both play on either side. Empis finds Chip Chew. It's played through to Dybal. Played through to Pele. No way. I thought Pele were going to come out of retirement and score then. Great save from Huffer in the end. They've actually had 2 clear-cut chances here, and we've not had a single one. Although we've hit the woodwork twice. We've had a lot of long shots, to be fair. Regula is going to take his time over this corner for some reason. And he does finally whip it in. It's headed away by Craig. And now it's Empis. Wide back out to Regula. Can he whip the ball in? He can get mauled by Big Ken instead. And it's 20 seconds is a corner. Can we score this? No. Koprivek. Or Vech, whatever you want to call it. Say what it is. Looks like we're going to finish up with a disappointing 2-2 draw away from home in Cyprus. So it's my own fault. I won't be doing this again. I'll be going full strength every time now. It's just we've got a game in 3 days against Stoke. And just forgot to add as well that Chelsea are actually in the Europa League as well, which I completely forgot about. But yeah, it was a very disappointing result. It wasn't good enough. I'm going to tell them exactly that. And yeah, as a result, Vigo have got a bit of a head start on us. So we've got to make sure we beat them. Don't forget last season we finished top of the group with Ajax, Bordeaux and someone else. Can't remember who they were. It was someone else with an unpronounceable name, but never mind. Let's have a look and see who we're going to be coming back for the live com. And I think it's got to be the Vigo game, and we'll go Vigo and Southampton. I think because the reason for Southampton, Ronaldo Vieira is still there. I wouldn't mind playing them again. So we'll go Vigo and Southampton. We'll come back for that, and yeah, hopefully we can get back to top of Group D. Let's just say that. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not go ahead and press that like button. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. If you keep up to date with everything I'm doing. Don't forget I've got the fail of the fortnight as it stands now. It was the month, now it's fortnight. The plan is to get to fail of the week as soon as I get enough submissions. If you do want to leave a submission for a massive howler or something like that, go ahead and go to send it via Mediafire to gw365@gmail.com. Any submissions would be greatly appreciated, and you could see your video entered in the like mini competitions that we're doing. It's only a bit of fun for the time being, so yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, until the next time when we take on Celta Vigo and Southampton, I'll see you then. Bye bye.